Welcome students in the course of topology. We have seen the definition of closure of a set. So if you have not gone through the video, please check the playlist and watch the video on closure of a set. Today we will see what is interior of a set in a topological space. What is interior of a set? Interior of a set. Okay, so first let us take a topological space X. So let X be a topological space, and let us take a subset of X. Okay. Now what is interior of E? The interior of A, the interior of A in X, we always say where it is. In a subspace, you may have a subspace topology or you may have a whole space X. So in X is defined as the union of all subsets of A that are open in A. Okay, let me show you what is the definition of closure of a set that we have done in the previous video. So it is the intersection of all those closed set closure. So closed set which contains A. So you're taking intersection of all those subsets of X which contains A and which are closed. Okay, and now we are defining the interior of a set, and it is defined as the interior of A in X is defined as the union of all the subsets of A that are open in A. That are open in, not A, it should be in X. Open in X. That are open in X. Okay, that is, if you want to write it in a set theoretical notation, it is the union of set of all, let us take some subset, say V of A, subset V of A, such that V is open in X. So you take first all the subsets of A which are open in X, you take a collection, and then you take the union of that collection, and that union is nothing but the interior of E in X, of course. Let us write a denotation. Denote it is denoted by, or it is denoted as INT, interior of A and suffix X. If you remember, we write closure as CL, closure of A in X, right? Here also we will write interior of A suffix X. That means we are taking the interior in the space X. Okay, again yesterday we have seen, the previous video we have seen how we define the closure of a set in a subspace, right? That we have seen. So this is important to write where you are taking the interior. Okay, let's see some example. Let us find what is interior of X in X. What will be this? And let us find what is interior of empty set in the space X. First, understand the definition. What definition says? Let me highlight it. What this says. So you are taking all those open sets and then you are taking the union of those open sets, of course, which are subsets of A. Now if you see here, you want to find the interior of X. Anyways, I will pause for some time. You write the answer for this. Okay, and let me just write like this. Suppose you have a set X, you have this X, and you have some A inside that X, some subset of A. Now here what you are doing is you are finding all those subsets of A which are open in X. So there may be some set here, then there may be some set here which are open, then there may be some open set here, there may be some open set here. Some open sets. Okay, and then what you are doing is you are taking all those open sets and then you are taking the union of all those open sets. That is called the interior of a set A in X. Okay, now you have to find what is the interior of the whole space. Now we know that it's a topological space, that means this X is open, right? And if X is open, then X will be in this set. And if X is in this set, then of course when you take the union, it will be whole of X. Okay. Similarly, if you want to find the interior of empty set, you have the empty set which is open, of course you know that, and you are taking all those subsets of empty set which are open, and of course you know what are the subsets of empty set. So this will be nothing but an empty set. Okay. Again, let us write some observations. Example I will write, or you can write result. For interior, what you are doing, you are taking all those subsets of A, right? And then you are taking the union of all those subsets. So of course, if you take the union, that will be also a subset of A, and that is our first observation. We can write interior of A in X is a subset of A. You write the proof. For this, we can write this interior is nothing but union of all those open subsets of A which are open in X. And since you are taking the union of all the subsets of A, that union is also a subset of A, and you are done. Right? And that means the interior of A is contained inside A. Okay, this is our first point. Second point, if you see here, this V is open in X, so that means this collection is a collection of open sets. And then you are taking the arbitrary union of open set, and you already proved in a topological space arbitrary union. Proved, in fact, it's one of the point where you are defining the topology. The arbitrary union of open set is open, and here here you are taking the union of open set. That means the interior of A will be a open set, right? So that is our second observation. Interior of A in X interior of A in X is open in X. Okay, then third observation. Now suppose you have a set A and there is some open set in that open subset of A. If you have any open subset of A, of course that open set will be in this collection, and then you are taking the union of it. So directly you can say that if you have any open subset of A, that subset will be the subset of the interior of A. Okay, let me write it, you will understand. If U is a subset of A is open, suppose you have a subset of A which is open, then of course open in X, then this U contains inside union of set of all or V subsets of A such that V is open in X, right? Because U is already in A and we have said that it's open in X, so this U will be in this, sorry, not subset, it is inside, belongs to. This is one of the element from here. Let me not take the union. If I take the union, then I cannot write belongs to. Right. So U belongs to this collection. This implies if you take the union of this, U is contains that interior of A in X. Okay, that is your third observation. Fourth observation, let us see, we have proved the fact when the some point belongs to the closure of A. So let us same thing we will see for when a point X belongs to interior of A. Now suppose you take a point in the interior of A. That means you are taking a point in the union. That means that point will be in at least one of the set. At least one of the sets. Maybe in all the sets, no problem. So if a point belongs to interior of A, then there exists a open set which is a subset of A such that X belongs to that open set. Okay, that is our next point, next observation. So X belongs to interior of A if and only if there exists a neighborhood which is open set. We have already stated that there exists a neighborhood U of X such that U is a subset of E. Right? It's a both way statement. If X belongs to interior of A, then I just told you, and if there exists a subset U of X which is open and U belongs to A, that means this U will be inside the interior of A, and that X belongs to U, that means X belongs to interior of A, and you are done with the proof. Okay. Next, fifth observation. Now, what if interior of A is equals to A? What happens if interior of A is equals to A? First, if interior of A is equals to A, then obviously we can say that A is open. And if A is open, then A will be in this collection, and that means you are taking the subsets of A and A itself. Then when you take the union, it will be equals to A, and that is our next point. It says A is open if and only if A equals to interior of A in X. Okay, proof is just two lines. If A is equals to interior of A, and we already stated that interior of A is open, so A is open, and hence this implies this. Now if A is open, then A is in the collection of all those subsets, and when you take the union of all those subsets, it will be equals to A. So interior of A is equals to A, and you are done with the proof. Okay. Next, as we have seen for the closure of a set, if A is a subset of B, then what you can say about interior of A and interior of B? Okay, then we find the relation with this. Then what about the interior of this is in X? What happens to the interior of union A union B and interior of A union interior of B? What is the relation between these two? Whether this is a subset or proper subset or contain inside, when they are equal, there is a question. Okay, analyze. And again, what is the interior of A intersection B and interior of A intersection interior of B? What is the relation? First you analyze, then you write whether it's a subset or superset, and then you prove it. Okay, for that you can take a point here and show that that point is here, or ulta, take a point here, try to prove that the point is over here. In both the cases it will be equal. Sometimes it may not be equal. So if it is not equal, you try to get a topological space, two subsets A and B, such that their union is not equal. Okay, that's all. Let us try to get another example. Let us take RU, that X is equals to RU is usual topology. So open balls, you know, open sets are open balls here. Then find interior of say 0 1, which is open closed interval 0 1 in R. Here also we can say one more point. We are taking all the subsets of A which are open, and then we are taking the union, and then you are writing it as the interior. So we can say that the interior of A is the largest open subset of A, because union of open set is open. So interior of A is the largest open subset of A. Okay, and with that, here we have closed interval 0 1, and you know that the largest interval, the largest set which is open in closed interval 0 1 is open interval 0 1. So this has to be open interval 0 1. Okay, in fact we will prove this. Let me show that. Okay, now since not that one, since the open interval 0 1 is open in R with zero topology, and this open interval 0 1 is a subset of closed interval 0 1. This implies open interval 0 1 belongs to, not belongs to, is a subset of interior of 0 1, because you have some open subset which is open subset of closed interval 0 1, and that means and interior of A is the union of all those subsets. So this 0 1 is inside the interior of 0 1. Okay, now let us take some open set. Now if U is open in R such that you have 0 belongs to U. Okay, so one way we have done here. Now secondly, we have to show that this 0 is not in the interior point, inside the interior, and this is also not in the interior. And to check that, we already have this fourth point. X belongs to interior if and only if there exists a neighborhood U of X such that U is a subset of E. So what we are doing is we are showing that now this 0 is not in the interior and 1 is not in the interior. That will happen if you take all the neighborhoods of X, that 0, that neighborhood will not contain inside A. Okay, that is what we are trying to prove. Let us take U be open in R and 0 belongs to U. So let me draw. You have 0 here, you have 1 here, and you have some open set U which contains 0. So of course, if that open set that contains 0, it has to be like something like this. Okay, in fact we will show it for the basic neighborhoods. Okay, but for in this case, if U is some neighbor open set in R such that U belongs to U, or this 0 belongs to U, then this 0 should belong to something like this. And we have this side here, then this will never contain inside the closed interval 0 1, because always this part on the left hand side will be always there, and hence the 0 cannot belongs to the interior. And similarly for 1 also, if you take any neighborhood like this, this neighborhood will contain this part, and this part will not be included in the closed interval 0 1. So again 1 will not be the neighborhood, and if you take any other 1 cannot be in the interior and If you take any point here, you can always find the neighborhood. Okay, so if U is open in R such that 0 belongs to U, then there does not exist any R greater than 0 such that wall around 0 of radius R, which is in fact is minus R comma R, contains side 0 1. You cannot find any R such that this happens, and this implies this implies 0 does not belong to interior of closed interval 0 1 in R. Okay. Similarly, this one does not belong to interior of R in closed interval 0 1. Hence, interior of closed interval 0 1 is nothing but the open interval 0 1. In fact, this is the largest open set which is contained inside the closed interval 0 1. Okay, now whatever definition we have seen for the interior and the closure of a set, we can use the basic neighborhoods for that. We have seen one definition. Now here we have seen this X belongs to interior of A such that this happens. But this can be put up for the basic neighborhood, and similarly we have proved the result for the closure. X belongs to closure of A if and only if something happens. So that we can put up in the definition of by basic neighborhood. So we try to prove this. Example, let script B be a basis for a topology on X, and let us take a subset of X. Okay, we will put both the definitions together here, both the results. Then X belongs to closure of A in X if and only if every basic neighborhood of X. What is every basic neighborhood of X? We put that is basic open set containing X intersects E. Prove this. It is basic. Previously what you have proved is for any open set, but here we are seeing the basic. So if you know the basic, you need not try for all the open sets, you just try it for basic open sets, right? And the second point is X belongs to interior of A in X if and only if, again that we will use basic neighborhoods, if and only if there exists some Bx belonging to this script B. So we have some basic element such that this X belongs to Bx which is contained inside A. Okay, these are the 2 points. Try to prove. Just 1 or 2 more extra lines you have to write if you compare this with the previous ones. Okay, now what is the relation between the complements? If you take a complement of the closure of A, then what will be the result for that? Okay, so example, for any set A subset of X, we want to find what is complement of closure of A in X. And to surprise, this will be nothing but it is interior of the complement of A. So complement of closure of A is nothing but the interior of complement of A. Take your time and try to prove this. You take a point here and show that that point is in the other side and ulta, and finally using 1 and 2, that is equation 1 2, if you denote, then this will be equal. Okay, let me do it. Proof or solution. Let us show that this is a subset of this. Okay, you go pointwise or you can use some set theoretic definitions. Now, since we know that A is a subset of closure of A, what if you take the complement of both? So this is a smaller set, this is a bigger set, and you are taking the complement. So from whole space you are removing the bigger set and here you are removing the smaller set. So of course the relation will be X difference closure of A in X will be subset of X difference A. Now, and again we know that here we know that if you take this, we know that closure of A in X is closed in X. This implies complement of closure of A in X is open in X. So this is open set. So this is open subset of X difference A. And if you check the definition of interior of interior of a set X difference A, then it is nothing but the union of all the open sets which are open subsets of X difference A. And here you have one. So this implies, or let me write, that is X difference closure of A in X is open subset of X that is contained inside X difference A. This implies this set X difference closure of A in X will be a subset of interior of X difference A, because interior of X difference A is nothing but the union of all the open subsets of open sets which are subsets of X difference A, right? And this is one of them. So this will be a subset of interior of X difference A. That is your first part. For the second part, let us take a point. So let X belongs to interior of X difference A, complement of A. And then we know that this is a subset of X difference A, because X interior of X difference A is the union of all the open subsets of X difference A. So this union, if you take union, this will be inside X difference A. In fact, we have proved this. I will show you which property we have used. This one. Okay. So interior of A is a subset of A. That's what we have done, or what we have used. And if you see, and if you take interior of X difference A in X, and when you take the intersection of this with A, what will be this? interior of x difference A is a subset of x difference A. You take the intersection of this with A, you take the intersection with this A, this will be empty. So even if you take a subset, it will be empty. So this will be empty. This implies we have a neighborhood. Interior of A is an open set, right? So that implies interior of A, x difference A in X is neighborhood of X such that interior of x difference A intersection with that A is empty, and if this happens, this implies this X does not belong to closure of A in X, and if X does not belong to closure of A in X, this implies X should belong to its complement. We have taken a point in this and we have shown that that point belongs to this. This implies interior of complement of A is a subset of complement of closure of A. So if you use this equation and this equation from 1 and 2, we'll get complement of closure of A in X is equals to interior of complement of A in X. That completes our result. Okay, and similarly you have another result. We have another result like you take an interior of A, then you take a complement of it, and you take a closure of A, that is x difference A. And again in this case also this will be equal. Okay, again let us try to prove this. Other you can try. Let us take interior of A in X, and we know that this is a subset of A. If you take the complement, this implies x difference A is contained inside complement of interior of A, and this implies closure of x difference A will be contained inside x difference interior of A. Why? Why this line implies this? You have taken you have x difference A, a subset of this, and then from this you can say that closure of x difference A will be subset of this x difference. Why? So closure of x difference A is a subset of complement of interior of A. So you are done with the first point. Similarly, as last we have seen, now let x belongs to, we have to show that this is a subset of this now. So x belongs to complement of interior of E. Okay, now this implies x belongs to X, but X does not belong to interior of A, right? And we know that interior of A subset of A, right? That is X does not belong to A. So if X does not belong to A, this implies X belongs to complement of A. Here X is in X is not in A, that means X belongs to complement of A. And this complement of A, this x difference A is a subset of closure of x difference A. This is a subset of, because you are taking all those sets which contains this x difference A, and then you are taking the intersection of it. So of course all the subsets should contain x difference A, and that's why this is true. This implies you have taken x in this and you have shown that x belongs to complement of x difference A, or the complement of A. This implies x difference interior of A is a subset of closure of complement of A. So if you want, you can write equation number 1, 2. This is 1, this is 2, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, we get complement of interior of A in x is same as closure of complement of A, and that completes our proof. There are many other results for interior of a set. You can refer the text. If you have any difficulties, you can contact me, or you can put that query in the comment box. I will be happy to answer that query. Okay. So in the next video, we will see what are the limit points of a set. We will take a set and we will find the limit points of set. To get the other videos of this course, you can go to the playlist and search for course or a playlist for topology, and there you will get these videos. Okay, so see you in the next video. Till then,